We've heard the narrative before. With the amount of money TV contracts are pumping into college football, should student athletes be paid to play? The last two athletic directors from ASU tried to answer that question in the nation's capital. And Cronkite News reporter Stephen Hicks joins us from our Washington bureau with what they had to say. Stephen?
Thanks, Carrie. Steve Patterson and Lisa Love were among a series of panelists at the Big 12's Forum on the State of College Athletics here in Washington. And while they both tried to answer whether or not student athletes should be paid, one did it more philosophically, the other more practically.
You're creating an unsustainable environment. I don't think there's any doubt about that. You're not going to pay Tom and not be able to pay Mary. If you think you are, you're naive.
While Love focused on the logistics of paying student athletes, other panelists said that with the amount of money coming in,
it's just a matter of time before this system blows up.
ASU has seen this money firsthand with its $210 million stadium renovation project, as well as a $300,000 pay raise for head football coach Todd Graham, bringing his salary to $2.7 million a year. For some, that amount of money raises a new set of ethical questions.
We have $1 billion business predicated essentially on free labor, and this exists to fuel the $1 billion beast.
However, former ASU athletic director Steve Patterson says the concept of free labor is absurd when you consider what student athletes are already receiving: full ride scholarships.
That's tax-free. So you add the taxes on that, that puts you at the top third of the household incomes in the United States.
The administrators on the panel stood resolute. They say they are doing enough for their athletes.
If you know what we give them, holy cow, there's no one starving.
Unlike the other two ADs on the panel, Love said that because she is now retired, she's free to say that a congressional review of the NCAA is needed, and that the same regulations need to be enforced across the country.
You have a membership that's starving for fairness and application. They're ready from one school to the other to know that what goes on in one city and one college town is going on in another college town.
Earlier in the forum, Tom McMillan said a bill to do just that would be introduced in the lame duck session of Congress, but with just 2 weeks to go until the election, it remains to be seen just how successful that will be. Live in Washington, D.C., Stephen Hicks, Cronkite News.